Wow. Hey. Siasa iko moto. Politics is getting hotter. ODM royalty were all assembled at the burial of Kenya National Human Rights Commission Chair Roslyn Odede, a courageous Kenyan who has fought valiantly for human rights in Kenya. And it was only befitting that the top brass of ODM and government officials graced a burial at Tuyoma. Now, of course, they all gave their flowery tributes. And being politicians, they could not avoid mixing it up with politics. Now, step forward ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna. He has been in battle. People have been fighting him because he has stood his ground. He has said that ODM party is a pro-people party. And even if some of the officials have been taken up by the Ruto government, he still maintains that ODM must continue to exercise its role as the opposition. And to be honest, he's one of the few people in ODM who are taking this position. The other one, of course, is Babu Owino and James Orengo. All the other ODM guys have either become a choir for Ruto, led by minority leader Junet Mohammed, and of course those who are in government, Joho, Wandai and others. They've all become cheerleaders for Ruto, or some of them whom you expect to speak up, the likes of Amolo Tiende and Senator Kajwang of Homa Bay. They've gone mum, they've gone quiet. They've lost their moral voice. So Sifuna has been left alone to speak up for what ODM truly believes in, their identity as a party, or what we thought they believe in. He decided to face his detractors head on in front of Baba, and he told them off.
To do what? To stand up and speak truth to power when something is wrong. We all have a responsibility to say that it is wrong. Mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, wewe sahi ulisema unaenda kutafuta kiti ya AU. And as your Secretary General, there are instructions you left to me. I don't know if ODM has more than one Secretary General. I am the only one. You told me that we must retain the identity of the political party called ODM as a beacon of hope for Kenyans, chama ambacho kitasimama na haki kila siku, mvua ije ama jua ije. Hiyo ndio instructions uliwachia. Baba, nataka niseme kama katibu wako, ukienda AU upate ukose, mimi nitakurudishia chama chako jinsi ambavyo uliniwachia. Jinsi ambavyo uliniwachia. Tukiona unafiki ambao uko kwa serikali, wanasema wachukue hata watoto ya watu wanawashika, hawawaleti kotini, wanapotelea huko, abductions zinazidi, ati SG wako anyamaze kwa sababu nitakuharibia kura ya AU. Baba, mambo hayako mazuri hapa Kenya na lazima tutaendelea kuzungumza. Huyu Roslyn, I pray that Roslyn will continue to be proud of the people she has left behind, including members of my party ODM. Vile Bishop umesema, sisi, we must stop being psychophants. We must stop being psychophants. If something is wrong, it is wrong. Na mimi sitajiunga na hawa ndugu zetu wengine wa ODM, wameingiza mrija ndani ya serikali ya Ruto, wanavuta maziwa peke yao, alafu wanasema katibu mkuu anyamaze. Nazungumza kwa niaba ya hawa ambao maziwa haikuji kwa hiyo mrija.
Yes, man. Sifuna was a man on a mission. He proper burnt the bushes. And he had a comrade at arms in the name of Bob Agri James Orengo. This warrior of the second liberation has never stopped telling Baba the truth.
And I want to plead with their people. Joluo, we have an identity. We have an identity. If you lose that identity for any easy victories, we are going to pay for it in future. Constitutions are never suspended. The law can never be suspended. You must always live by the dictates of the Constitution. If you suspend them, you may be happy now, but in the future, you'll regret. And even if you make compromises, you must make compromises on matters of principle. Not be part of praise and worship. We must stand firm. We must stand firm. Kenya is crying. Kenya is crying that we must stop abductions. We must stop extrajudicial killing so that we can build a truly democratic republic. The word republic has a meaning which we can talk about another day. So on my part, on my part, I want my conscience to be clear. I want my conscience to be clear that when there were abductions, at least in a public place, I said no to abductions.
Yeah, so he made it clear for the record where he stands. But the big one that everyone was waiting for was Raila Odinga. What was he going to say? How was he going to respond? And my theory is that SIFUNA and others like Orengo in ODM, who are trying to work hard to maintain ODM's identity as a pro-people party, are in for a rude shock. I actually think that Raila is planning to work with Ruto in 2027. I think everything he has done so far is pointing towards a coalition between ODM and UDA Alliance Party. Now they've joined with Mudavadi, a coalition for 2027. Why am I telling you that? Because the person you have to look towards mostly when you want to know what Baba is truly thinking is actually Junet Mohammed. Junet Mohammed has been Baba's right-hand man for a long time now. Even when Raila went to have conversations with Uhuru about that handshake, he only went with his daughter Winnie and Junet Mohammed. Those are the people he trusted to have such discreet discussions. And Junet Mohammed right now is not a government CS. He's the minority leader in parliament. But the way he's out supporting Ruto, the way he's even out doing Ichungwa in terms of sycophancy, in terms of defending the ills of this government, even going as far as to defend abductions, that should tell you where Raila is going to place his cards. And I think people like SIFUNA, who's actually very well-meaning, I think he better start charting his own path away from ODM, the way Babu Wino seems to be currently doing. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section whether you think Raila is actually going to work with Ruto and people like SIFUNA are in for a rude shock. What words of advice do you have for SIFUNA? Do you think he should jump ship early enough so that he teams up with other pro-change candidates to form a formidable vehicle for 2027? We can't just have Ruto and Kalonzo. That is just Kanu and Kanu competing. We must have a progressive candidate who does not come from Kanu, who will get the support of the progressive-minded Kenyans, the Gen Z, to be the third force. We need that in 2027. I think we need that. This country needs such a candidate. And I think SIFUNA can be that candidate, or he can play an important role in that formation. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts. Please leave a comment, leave a like so that this video can go far and wide. And also, if you've not done so, please subscribe. Till next time, God bless. Cheers. Bye-bye.